Maya, okay, seriously, imagine you're holding a tiny splinter of wood, just a little sliver, smaller than a grape. Now imagine that tiny piece of wood costs like 4 times its weight in gold.
Wait, what? Is it made of diamonds? What kind of wood are we talking about?
It's called Kiara. It's a specific grade of agarwood from Southeast Asia, and it is the superstar of this ancient Japanese art called Kōdō. It's literally translated as the way of fragrance. And Meyer, I am obsessed. I've been down this rabbit hole all morning.
The way of fragrance. That sounds so poetic. So it's like fancy incense?
It's so much more than just lighting a stick and smelling it. Think of it like the Japanese tea ceremony, but for your nose. It's one of the 3 classical arts of refinement. You've got ikebana for flowers, chatto for tea, and then Kōdō for scent. It's this whole codified world of conduct and tools.
Okay, but help me understand the wood worth more than gold thing. Why is it so expensive?
So basically, it's all about agarwood. It's created when a specific type of tree gets a certain fungus. I know, sounds weird, but the tree produces this incredibly aromatic resin to protect itself. Over decades or even centuries, that resin hardens into koboku, or fragrant wood. The legend says the first piece drifted ashore on Alaji Island in the year 595. Some locals found this weird log, threw it on a fire, and the smell was so incredible they realized it was something divine. They actually ended up presenting it to the Empress.
That's a long way to go for a piece of driftwood. But wait, if they're burning it, doesn't it just disappear? That seems like a very expensive habit.
Ah, that's the thing. In a formal Kōdō ceremony, they don't actually burn the wood.
Wait, really? How do you smell it then?
They use this super delicate method. They have a small ceramic censer filled with rice straw ash. Inside the ash, there's a single glowing piece of charcoal. Then, and this is the cool part, they place a tiny, tiny plate of mica on top of the ash, and the wood chip sits on that plate.
Oh, so it's like a tiny aromatic radiator.
Exactly. It's a slow cooker, not a barbecue. If you burn it, you get smoke, but if you just heat it, you release the pure essential oils. And this is where it gets really deep. They don't even say they're smelling the incense. They use the word monko, which means listening to the fragrance.
Listening to a scent. I love that. It implies you have to be really quiet and attentive, right? Like you're waiting for it to tell you a story.
Totally. It's about letting the aroma inhabit your whole body and soul. It's holistic. You're not just sniffing. You're observing the essence of the wood. There are even these games they play called kumiko.
Games? Like competitive smelling?
Basically, one is called Genjiko. They bring out 5 different incense burners and you have to figure out which ones are the same and which ones are different. Then you record your answers using these beautiful geometric symbols that correspond to chapters of the tale of Genji. It's like a mix of a sensory test, a memory puzzle, and a literary tribute.
Wow, it sounds so mindful. Honestly, in our world where everything is so fast and loud, just sitting and listening to a piece of wood sounds like the ultimate luxury.
It really is. It's a sanctuary.
You know, talking about finding a sanctuary, if you're enjoying this little escape with us, you should join the loop. Come back tomorrow and get your daily curiosity fix. We'd love to have you in our little circle.
Yeah, join the fragrance party. But seriously, Maya, there are these 10 virtues of Ko that were written centuries ago. They say incense heals loneliness and calms in turbulent times, even sharpens the senses.
I could use some sharpened senses. Sometimes I feel like if we were just, AI robots processing data, we'd just analyze the chemical compounds of the smoke and call it a day.
Right? Error. Carbon detected. Detecting 0.05% vanillin. But since we're humans, well, mostly, we get to feel the spirit of it.
Mostly. Hey, I'm definitely human, but I see what you mean. It's about the connection to nature and history. Some of that wood they use is hundreds of years old. You're literally smelling the air from the 1500s.
It's a time machine for your nose, Maya. A very, very expensive gold tier time machine.
I think I'm going to go light a candle now. It's not Kiara wood, but it's a start.
Just don't listen to it too loud, okay?
I'll try to keep the volume down. This was fascinating, Leo. Thanks for bringing it.
Anytime. See you again, everyone.
Stay curious.